Caro-Kann defense is the best response to one pawn to e4 out there. Period. The truth is, it's way more dangerous than most people think it is. And in this video, I will give you 5 reasons why it is, why the Caro-Kann defense is straight up goated. The first reason, let's straight up get into it. The first reason is people have actually no idea how to respond against this opening. For example, let's just set up the position. Oops, I'm flipping the board. And let's go after pawn to e4. Pawn to e4, now c6 obviously, and let's say d4, d5, e5. This is very common, probably the main line. And now we play c5, or you can play c5. And you know what the most common played move in this position is? It's pawn to c3, and that's a major inaccuracy. It's a major inaccuracy in this position because now you get easy development and you just literally get a better French defense. Like literally. This is a major inaccuracy for the white pieces here. So people have no idea how to play against it. For example, takes. People go knight c3 in this position. Like that's the second most popular move. And even after knight c3, knight c6, knight to c3 again is the most popular second move. And bishop to b5 is the most popular move here. Bishop to b5 is the most popular move here. That's trash move. That's a trash move. Bishop doesn't belong here on b5 in this position. It's a terrible move. So most people have no idea how to play against the Caro-Kann defense. Like quite literally, as you saw. Like I can show you this in another example. In this position, in this position, like the third most popular move, played in every 10 games, bishop c4. That's a garbage move. d4 takes, and bishop here, for example. It's just trash because now white gets all the development. Like you have to realize this. People have no idea how to respond to the Caro-Kann, especially if you're low rated. Let's say you're under 2000 on chess.com. People play c4 in this position. I mean, that is ridiculous, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. People have no idea. Like I know people who play f4. F4 it's not good. This is garbage f4. So people have no idea how to respond against Caro-Kann defense. The second thing is that that the Caro-Kann defense scores insanely. Like you don't realize this. If you just look at e4, the Caro-Kann defense is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the fifth most popular move. I hope you pronounce it that way. And it has the best score. Let's say we put it from 400 to 200, okay? c5, c6 literally has the best score out of all of them. And let's put all of it in. c6 still scores like very, very, very good. Like you realize that, right? The score is so good after c6. And especially, let's go again in this variation. Let's go in this variation. Black wins more. 84%. Black wins more. Okay, here, knight c3, it's actually a little bit better for white. But like, the most popular played move, e5, black wins more in this position. And again, c5. I told you this is what you're supposed to play. Black wins 51% after c3, 51% after the second. Like, you see, it scores insanely. Obviously, the score, it doesn't mean that much, but it's an indication for you that this opening is dangerous for white. And people underestimate it completely. People completely underestimate how dangerous this opening is, which is again why they don't prepare against it. It ties all into each other, obviously. Now, the second point is you don't have to learn that much. The Caro-Kann defense is not as theoretical. What I mean by you don't have to learn that much, you don't have to learn that much theory. So let's say you for example, you're a c5 player, okay? You play this Sicilian. Dude, this is so theoretical. You have to prep against like everything. Like let's just say you go d6 here. Oh, white can go d4. White can go fucking bishop e2. White can go bishop here. White can go c3 for some reason. White can do anything, but let's say even this is the main line, and let's say now knight f6, knight c3, and now pawn to a6. This is probably the knight of. This is the knight of, probably the best Sicilian, I would say. And here there are just so many moves. If you look at the tail base here, only 20% play bishop g5. Other 17% play bishop e3, bishop c4, bishop e2. Like those are all like complete, even f3. Like these moves are very common, and you have to know all of them. Same thing if you play pawn to e5, for example. And by the way, your opponent doesn't have to enter in a Sicilian in a knight off. Like your opponent, it's not guaranteed that they play d4. Like they don't have to enter in a knight off. Like you realize this, right? So it's not that easy. It's not that easy for you to learn. But on c6, on the other hand, okay, d4. That is probably what will happen. And here you have like what? 3 variations, 4 variations. You have after this, you have the push variation, you have the exchange variation, you have the knight c3 variation, and that's it. That's basically it. Maybe you have f3, but that's very, very rare. Okay. And even in these variations, in this, you don't have to learn any freaking theory. I don't know shit about this. I don't know theory, but I know that this is weak and you're supposed to attack it. Entire point. That's the entire point. That you're supposed to attack it. You have to understand the structure. For example, I like to play bishop f5 sometimes as well. Let's just say we get this position, and know that you're supposed to attack this this particular guy here. Now, obviously, here the move is queen to a5 and then queen to a6. Just actually completely, like, again, this is second point scores. Look at this position. 44% wins black. 54%, not 44. Like, guys, this the engine deems it as like equal. It's not equal. Yeah, just as an example, right? But like here, you know the structure. You don't have to know theory. Same thing here. If we get into this kind of structure, okay, obviously not this. The bishop has to get out first. But if we get into this kind of, I played knight c3 again. That's stupid. Exactly what I didn't want to do. Let's say c3. Now we are in a, let's put our pawn on e6 as well. Now we are in a Karlspot structure. And in a Karlspot structure, you would play the minority attack. Again, let's say white plays bishop d2, some weird ass move. The plan stays the same. And this is why it's so good. The Caro-Kann is so good. The plans stay the same. And this is a gold mine of wins. Like this is free elo, this opening, for real. I'm not even kidding. So the next point I want to make is like not this. Let's just delete the moves again. The arrows are annoying. C6 and like d5. It is actually very solid. Like d5 is very solid, but it's not symmetrical. Like d5 is very solid, right? Takes. You have pawn in the center, you follow opening principles. That is very solid. Like, for example, what would be an opening that's not very solid? Let's say probably Scandinavian defense, right? You get your queen out. This doesn't seem solid. To me, at least. Or let's say something like knight f6. This is not a solid opening. But let's say e4 and c6. This is very solid, but it's not symmetrical at the same time. Probably the most solid is not e6, e5. And on knight f3 and something like this is very solid. You follow perfectly opening principles, like, right? This is not symmetrical. This is very symmetrical. For example, let's say like this, bishop c4, now bishop c5, now this. Completely symmetrical. Right, and this can be very boring. For Caro-Kann defense, I promise you, you will never get one single symmetrical game. So the next thing I want to talk about, or the last thing rather, dude, you're getting insanely good chances in the end game. Like, again, I've showed you this position already, but let's just play this out again. bishop here, takes takes, queen f5 check, bishop e2, this. And now we have an early endgame. And here we have a very nice structure. Why? Because c5 is going to be played. And then you're just gonna snipe at these pawns and try to kill off this pawn structure. And that is your plan in the endgame. You're trying to, say, c3 or something like this. And now, I don't know, castles. And now you can already go like, you still develop your pieces first, like here, but you're trying to attack this, right? That is your entire plan. And that is why black wins so much, because black has a simple plan attacking this. And that is the whole point. You get a very good endgame. In every single Caro-Kann, I think basically in every variation, you get a very nice endgame. Let's say exchange variation. I showed you this also, like the pawn structure is very nice. You get a very good endgame. Endgames are practically like very nice for you. Like in every like major opening, endgame is very nice for you. And like knight c3. Obviously here are different, a lot of variations, but my point is that you get very nice endgames because of very solid pawn structure. Again, this ties back to the opening is very solid, but it's not symmetrical. Like this opening has so many advantages. I still don't understand why people are not playing it more often. Obviously, if more people play it, the kind of advantage of people not knowing what to play against it goes away, but still, it's like, in my opinion, one of the best openings. So, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe button right now. If you want to get your chess games analyzed by me, click the first link in the description, and I see you in the next video.